At this time in our worship, an opportunity to share celebrations and joys. Anybody have a celebration they wish to share on this day? Anyone? You have a celebration. Yeah, I know what she's going to say.
Well, I think Bob is great, but this week we know he is. His oldest granddaughter and her husband had a baby, so he is now a great-grandfather.
I guess it's great to be that point in life. Thank you. Yes, Kathy.
Ironically, this great-grandmother is celebrating this weekend, even remotely over the phone, the one-year-old birthday of her granddaughter, Sydney, in Atlanta.
To God be praise and glory. Wonderful celebrations. Are there other celebrations? Yes.
Jack and I just experienced the joy of having both of our grandsons here and our daughter Beth, and being able to celebrate with all of the share of grandchildren.
Isn't it nice to have grandchildren? And is it nice to have a peaceful pew this morning? To God be praise and glory. Are there others? Yes, Rob?
Yeah, the Sherrill family is celebrating 3 of our children and their spouses here to visit for the week, and all 6 grandkids here have been here for the week.
Again, to God be praise and glory and welcome. I'm glad to see everybody here worshiping this day. Let's move over to the area of concern for others, and certainly you see in the bulletin some of the concerns in the life of this church. And again, we're remembering Ray and his family and in our prayers. There will be a visitation today from 2 o'clock to 9 o'clock at Jemenowski Funeral Home. Am I saying that right? Thank you. And the burial will be Monday, August 3rd. Liturgy will be held at St. Francis of Assisi Church, and place of burial will be St. Hedwig Cemetery in Dearborn. Again, our prayers. Richard Sale, as you know, was in the hospital, and he's now in rehab, recovering, and does have a neck brace, but it sounds like the healing is proceeding, and he is not requiring surgery, so I guess that's the good news of that. Are there others? Tom? Remembering Tom Edwards and family, again, in terms of their grief. Are there others? Let's turn to the Lord in silent prayer, remembering those with special needs, some that have been mentioned, others that will be mentioned in our private thoughts and prayers. Please join with me in prayer. Gracious Lord, how easy it is to forget, to forgive as we have been forgiven. So we're asking this morning, Lord, that you will rekindle in us our gratitude for your mercy. Help us to recall the ways that you have forgiven us, taken us back, helping us to start over 70 times 7. For we know, Lord, that apart from that love and your forgiveness, there is no hope. So enable us to see how then we can be more effective agents of your grace. Help us to break down walls of bitterness and hatred, to serve one another in love, and thus to find our fulfillment. And hear also, Lord, our prayers of intercession, those mentioned in the service, those mentioned in our hearts. Keep watch over the sick, strengthen the weak, keep company with the lonely, renew faith in those who doubt. Let your comfort especially be with all those who are grieving the loss of loved ones, all those with a missing chair at their table. And fulfill in each one of us your gracious love, a love that bears and believes and hopes and endures all things. Help us, Lord, to realize that hope will not disappoint us, because that love has been poured into our hearts. And so we gather. We gather this day to ask your forgiveness, to be strengthened to reveal your love, and to pray together, saying, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen.